Israel and the proposed annexation. The plan itself places no condition on Israel with regard to proposal to the annex part of the West Bank. On January 29, 2020, Prime Minister Netanyahu said that he was planning to proceed with the annexing 30% of West Bank at a vote on the February 1, 2020. The meeting was never scheduled as the U.S. message shifted on their position on annexation. However, on January 2029, the U.S. ambassador to Israel did state that before annexation of the West Bank or the Jordan Valley took place, the Trump administration wants to form a joint committee with Israel to discuss the issues, and that it is impossible to know how long this process will take. We need to ensure the annexation matches the map in our plan. The next day, January 30, Kushner said Washington wants Israel to wait until after its March 2 election before making any moves toward settlement annexation in the West Bank. On February 2, 2020, Netanyahu cabinet cancelled a meeting to vote on the annexation of 30% of the West Bank after receiving mixed signals from the U.S. On February 4, 2020, Israel settler leader David Aliani, the chairman of the Yesha Council, said Kushner took a knife and put it in the Netanyahu's back. The settler leaders said a senior U.S. official told them that if the Palestinians did not agree to plan within 48 hours, Israel would be permitted to annex more than 30% of the West Bank. Responding to the Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu announcing on February 8 that his government had begun to draw up maps of land in the occupied West Bank in accordance with the U.S. President Donald Trump's proposed peace plan. Ambassador Friedman indicated that any unilateral action in advance of the completion of the committee process endangers the plan and American recognition. On 15 February, the membership of the committee was announced. It includes Friedman, his policy advisor Arya Lightstone, and Scott Leith, a National Security Council expert on Israel. Israeli members include Tourism Ministry Yoavi Levin and Israeli Ambassador Ron Dermer. No deadline for the conclusion of the deliberation has been set. Palestinian statehood. The plan puts the Palestinians on a probation, establishing a set of conditions that must meet, and adopting Netanyahu views that a shrunken Palestinian entirely will be a state in name only. Israel will control of its border and airspaces, electromagnetic spectrum, foreign policy and security. It proposes a state of Palestine with a capital on the outskirts of the East Jerusalem, which will not be established up to 4 years into the execution of the plan. The plan would be conditional on a Palestinian taking steps to become self-governing. However, the sovereignty the state of Palestinian would possess its disputed. Many argues the plan created a Palestinian state with only limited sovereignty, while others argue the state would not have even limited sovereignty. Israel Prime Minister Netanyahu said the proposal gives Palestinians a chance to achieve conditional limited sovereignty. The Jerusalem Post argues sovereignty of the Palestinian would be limited as Israel would retain full security control. Israel would also control Palestinians' border and airspace, and Palestinians must disarm the governing authority of the Gaza Strip, Hamas, together with the Islamic Jihad movement in the Palestinian, and all Palestinians under their authority.